It's official. The Dallas Cowboys got their guy. Dak Prescott, he's going to be a Cowboy for at least the next 4 years, and it is no longer a distraction on this roster. He signs the largest deal in NFL history, and he got paid. Good on Jerry, and good on Dak for getting it done before the season. So we'll break that down and much more in this episode of Cowboys Digest. Welcome in, everybody, to Cowboys Digest. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, and today we'll be breaking down the contract extension between the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott, who, if you didn't see, he signed the largest deal in NFL history. Cowboys and Dak Prescott have a deal. He gets a 4-year deal worth a record $240 million with $231 million guaranteed. Owner Jerry Jones and agent Todd France and his team from Athletes First closed it out. The NFL's biggest question answered. Now, this is a huge sigh of relief for Cowboy fans heading into the first matchup of the season against the Cleveland Browns, which kicks off in about 3 hours' time, so you won't want to miss that. And we'll have in-depth coverage following the game and much more after that as well. But I'm really excited about this if I'm a Cowboy fan, and I spoke about it in a couple days ago in a video that maybe this wasn't the right move considering how he's performed in the playoffs, but you can't pin all of the playoff shortcomings on Dak Prescott. That is one thing that I have come to terms with. Yes, he could have been much better. Yes, he was a big reason why they were in a hole early against Green Bay last season in the playoffs, but hey, the defense gave up 41 points, and Dak Prescott is not playing defense the last time I checked. So he can do a lot more. There's definitely a lot more to be done by Dak Prescott if he wants to get the Cowboys over that proverbial hump and get them to Super Bowl glory. But the rest of the team has to step up and play better as well. So this is not only a Dak Prescott issue, this is a Dallas Cowboys issue. And as I also mentioned in the previous video, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Dak is an amazing quarterback in the regular season, leaves a little bit to be desired in the playoffs, but if you go out and look for greener pastures, if you're Jerry Jones, that's going to be a long turnaround. It's not going to happen overnight, and you're probably going to be searching for years to find a quarterback that produces at the level that Dak Prescott does. Is it expensive? Absolutely, it's expensive. 4 years, $240 million. He's now the highest paid player in NFL history. It's $60 million a year, which makes him the highest paid quarterback on a per year basis. And he's ahead of the likes of Lamar Jackson, who's an MVP winner, Trevor Lawrence, who was a first overall pick, Jordan Love, who unfortunately went down the other day for the Green Bay Packers, and Joe Burrow as well, who has made a Super Bowl before. So you look at all those names on the list. Is he better than half of them? Yes, I'd say he's better than half of them, but for him to be the highest paid quarterback, now it comes with the territory. And add on top of that you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, there is going to be an immense amount of pressure on your shoulders, and Dak Prescott has to deliver. There's no other way to put it. You had the star on the side of your helmet. You are the quarterback. You are the leader. You are the guy that everyone looks to for answers. You better be able to deliver and answer the bell when the time calls. And I think Dak is more than well equipped to do that. He has weapons around him. CeeDee Lamb was the biggest question mark heading into the season. He's locked up. There's no more issues on that front. And the guys have been outspoken that Dak is their leader. He is the one that they rally behind. And there's no doubt that this needed to get done. He's an elite quarterback, an even more elite person off the field, but that doesn't win you football games. What wins you football games is making plays in crunch time. It's being the top dog amongst top dogs in the playoffs, and Dak just hasn't been able to separate himself in that regard. Can he still do it? Yes, he's only 30 years old, and he's still got a lot of great football left in him. So I really think he can get the Cowboys over the hump, and they had to get this deal done. There is no question in my mind. Is it a lot of money? Yes. Is it going to be hard to surround him with the necessary talent that he needs to get over the hump? That remains to be seen. But I've mentioned the San Francisco 49ers as a blueprint. I mean, they have Brock Purdy, who's on a rookie deal, who is playing well above average in terms of quarterback play, and then you surround him with stars like Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams on the offensive line. Like, they are the model team for taking a system quarterback and insulating him with superstar talent. And that defense as well. Don't even get me started on the defense. So that's why the San Francisco 49ers are the odds-on favorite to win the NFC as well as to win the Super Bowl, because they're the most well-rounded team in football. There's no doubt about that. And the Cowboys need to sort of find that blueprint and draft a little bit better and try to find guys on cost-effective deals that can make an impact right away, especially when you have contracts like CeeDee Lamb, like Dak Prescott, like Micah Parsons, who's about to get paid big time once he does hit free agency. So you're going to keep all of those guys, but it's going to be hard to keep talent around them. And that's why you got to draft. That's why you got to make the most of what you have on your roster right now. So I'm happy with this deal. On the surface, it looks like a lot of money, but that is the going rate. So right now, he is the highest paid quarterback in NFL history, the highest paid player in NFL history, but it won't be long before Caleb Williams shatters that record, before another quarterback comes along and restructures his deal to become the highest paid player. Like it's going to just be a record that keeps getting broken and broken year after year because the salary cap keeps going up, and the NFL is a cash cow. Like they're not stopping making money. So there's going to be a lot more deals that shatter the $60 million annual revenue that Dak Prescott is going to receive over the next 4 years. But it's a lot of money for a guy who has not won anything in his career, and he's had great regular seasons. He finished second in MVP voting last year for Lamar Jackson. And it hasn't resulted in any playoff success. I thought last season was the best chance that the Cowboys had in a very long time to get to the NFC Championship game, and they just could not take advantage of that opportunity. They were undefeated at home, one of the best home teams ever, just considering point differential and advanced analytics. And then they laid an egg in the divisional round, in the divisional round against the Green Bay Packers, where they had an immense opportunity to just go all the way. But that'll wrap it up for this episode of Cowboys Digest. Really pumped about this news. Remains to be seen how it plays out for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. But thank you guys so much for the support that we've received on the first couple of videos. It will not be the last video that you'll be seeing on Cowboys Digest. And I'm not the last person that you'll be seeing on Cowboys Digest as well. I'm going to be getting ready to welcome in a co-host very shortly, so stay tuned for that. Not going to spoil anything as of yet, but thanks again, guys, for your support. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and give me your thoughts on the Dak Prescott situation. Is it right? Is it too much money? Or is this going to pay off in the long haul for the Cowboys? Or are they going to fall flat on their faces? Yet again, it remains to be seen, but the season starts today in about 3 hours. So go Cowboys, go beat those Browns, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.